why do I need to revive my Swedish? For one, I honestly would. I have been meaning to do that for a long time. I just didn't have a good motivation to do that because, I have new and shiny things to explore, new languages, and also non-language things, such as, I recently recorded a piece of mine that had lain there unrecorded for years, and now I finally got the time to do that because I was pressed to. So I just never got back to brush up my Swedish again. It takes time. You need to do a lot of practice, intentional practice, and also passive input, hours and hours of input. Until now, I finally have to, because, as I've explained, I will be going to Iceland in less than a month to study Icelandic through Swedish. Actually, I think I put in the formal application. I'll explain. So I was offered the opportunity to study Icelandic in Swedish for free. So the course will be paid for, accommodation will be paid for. I just paid for the flights and, living costs and things. In exchange for me, just documenting my journey, like what I have done in Lithuania, talking about the language basically, which is something I always love to do. I'm always looking for excuses to, talk about different languages. Usually I do that when I go to a country for a trip or something. But, when you visit the place for a week, you don't really understand the place that well. So this is an incredible opportunity that I get to be there for a couple of weeks, learn the language and also learn about the language and the culture. So I'm looking forward to it. I couldn't not take the opportunity. But the hard thing is, one of the hard things is I have to brush up on my Swedish to actually go there and function on the same level, at least in terms of learning a new language, on the same level as a native speaker. It's actually, the course is called like Icelandic for language and culture for Nordic people, apparently. So maybe there might be some like Norwegians and Danes in there who happen to, they understand Swedish, so they learn through Swedish. Maybe that could be a thing that happens. I actually met someone recently who is a heritage speaker of Danish, and then I busted out my very sophisticated, proficient fake Danish that I trained over 1 year of being in Sweden. Because when you live in Sweden, making fun of the Danes is basically a national sport. So like every other day I hear someone like faking some Danish, and I heard it so much that I could kind of speak Danish. So it was obvious that I didn't actually speak it well, but I could fake some of it and then impress people, and not impress, but like surprise people. They were like, wait, do you actually speak it, or are you like faking it? Because I don't look like I speak Swedish either, right? It wouldn't be as surprising if I had if I looked like a Viking and then spoke some Danish with a Swedish accent. Måske. Does anyone know? Google it. I mean, you should know. If you're a big true fan, you should know. Reptiline Manx. I'm C2 in both English and German, so I should understand 90% of. Are you Swedes? Are you C2? Interesting, very dominant language. Yes, very indeed. Studying Icelandic through Swedish. Yeah. Would you want to learn Norwegian? I actually learned some Norwegian before I learned Swedish. I didn't really properly learn it, but I went through some materials, and on the last stream I actually accidentally spoke some Norwegian when I was trying to speak Swedish, because I've watched a lot of Norwegian things on Netflix and also on YouTube. I like Norwegian content. The Hjem til Jul bit is pretty good, the show, and also like the Ragnarök show is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's good. And when I'm watching Netflix, I always try to watch something in a different language. It's kind of a curse. I can't in good conscience watch things in English unless I also put some subtitles in German on. So I watch a lot of Norwegian Netflix, and it's pretty good. I actually prefer Norwegian Netflix to Swedish Netflix. I don't know any show that I really enjoyed in Swedish at all. And then I followed, I don't know if you guys know the French girl who became really fucking good in Norwegian and then has a YouTube channel about it. What's her name? Elise? Something along those lines. And I think she's been teaching Norwegian And also, she relatively recently started like a. I mean, she calls it a podcast. I would characterize that as like long form yapping at the camera kind of video, and it's all in Norwegian, and I really enjoyed it. So I've just been listening to lots of Norwegian, so that's why I've some Norwegian in my head. I could kind of accidentally. I can't do it on purpose, but it comes out when I say things like "vennen min" or something, because in Swedish it would mean "vän," but "vennen min." Jeg er ikke jeg vet I can't do it on purpose. Jeg kan ikke snakke norsk. I can do a bit of Danish. Jeg kan ikke snakke dansk, men jeg kan forstå meget dansk. You know, the classics.